Oh, I'm going to move this over here. Okay. Yeah. Hello. This is a video series where I question a Muslim who is very intelligent and very good at al-taqiyya. So good is he at al-taqiyya, he never once answers the question of whether he'd have a problem if it were reversed and Muslims had to pay a high jizya, like tax, until they said Allah was more than one, and they then had to bow down to Las Vegas just 3 times a day, or risk being killed after the shirk worshipping religion's sacred months were passed. Nor does he ever answer as what the Torah and Injil are, Jews and Christians are to use to stand firm upon and judge therein of the Quran with, if the Torah and Injil are not the book that makes people the book, Bible for Jews and Christians. Also, he never answers the if you can still be innocent and be a Muslim. Oh, excuse me. He also never answers the question of whether or not you can still be innocent if you are not a Muslim, but believe Allah has a son who died on the cross for your sins, so you don't have to pull out a prayer rug and stick your patootie up in the air 5 times a day. But those are just a few that this Muslim is superb at avoiding. I doubt he will ever answer me still, for this question and answer game with him is an ongoing process as I make these videos. Yeah. Okay. Now I want to tell you something. When I do my words, I'll be saying my words at this side of my face, and when I do his words, I'll be doing the uglier side of my face, and I'll be doing it with an accent. Now he says he's from India, but I'm not going to sound like this when I'm talking. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the Arabic accent because I don't know if he's really from India. Okay, but anyway, like he says he is. Okay, I'll continue here. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Muslims shouldn't use soap nor toilet paper because Jews and Christians use those things. And Muhammad told Muslims to do the opposite of what Jews and Christians do, due to Muhammad saying, dye your hair, because Christians and Jews don't dye their hair, so you do the opposite. Oh, wait. This is what Mo said. He said, Jews and Christians do not dye their hair, so you are to do the opposite of what they do. Mr. Ramsey, first you tell what you know is Islam. What I know about Islam? That is a fear-based religion where its faithful have to love and proclaim love for Allah and Muhammad, or risk having their throats slashed open by those who are truly faithful to Islam, thinking they might be dealing with people who are out of Islam. Yeah. My brother, only if you explore more about it. Are you saying that you aren't to kill those you feel are out of Islam? Oh my Allah, where did you get this stuff? You are wrong, brother. Islam provides death penalty to the rapist, the murderers, or some of those who are some of those someone who is a terrorist. Islam doesn't even allows to force one to convert. Chapter 2, verse 256. Let there be no compulsion in religion. Truth stands clear from error. Those who reject evil and believe in Allah has grasped a bond that will never break. Allah is all-hearer and all-knowing. Islam allows people to practice other religions. We can't damage not even damage a church, etc. I take it. I take it that you don't believe in the Sahih Hadith that has Muhammad saying, "He who changes his religion, Islam, kill him." If somebody kills an innocent, they are not just out of Islam; they are out of humanity itself. And you are saying anyone. Yeah, they're not. But then can you be innocent? Can you be innocent and not be a Muslim? They are out of humanity itself. Right, but how about out of Islam? And you are saying anyone who practices another religion is innocent. How am I saying that? Diversion on your part? In fact, he's a believer. If he's innocent, is he innocent if that religion believes? Well, excuse me. Is he innocent if that religious believer believes in the Trinity? Is he innocent? If this rule of killing one who are quote out of Islam existed, then Christianity or Hinduism would be extinct. But they aren't, because there are still more non-Muslims than Muslims. True. Because we all know that Spain, France, India were ruled by Muslims for over 800 years. Think of it, brother. Still, though, again, you don't believe Muhammad in the Hadith saying, "He who changes his religion, Islam, kill him." You don't think it's to be obeyed? Yeah, you don't think it's to be obeyed? You see, most of Islamic scholars themselves shut their mouths when it comes to hadith. Even the Sahih, that is Bukhari and Muslim. Because you should know, it depends, you should know the deepest understanding of Arabic and its context. So, when Muhammad said, "Kill him who changes his religion," he really meant, well, what did he really mean? As you said, you'll find Sahih Hadith about this same topic where Prophet Muhammad Papa let a convert live. Why would he kill a convert? It's not capital punishment. But what about leaving Islam? You mentioned a convert, but what if he left Islam? It becomes when, quote, someone changes his religion and propagates against Islam. Isn't the mere fact of leaving Islam seen as propagates against Islam, or why would he leave Islam? You'll find such rules in every country too. Every country where he is in Islam, where if anyone to propagate against their country has death penalty. Not so in America. You can burn a flag, chant death to America, and it's considered freedom of expression. By the way, just because a heathen country might do something, are you saying that it's okay for Islam to do the same? Is that what you're trying to say? Please, do more specific. Please, be more specific. Which hadith you're stating? You don't believe in Sahih, authentic, sound Bukhari 957? You'll see, my friend, you are just having a wrong image of Islam. Either you are getting that from wrong source, or you are just following blindly that you get from media. I got it from a Sahih, sound authentic hadith, of Muhammad saying to kill one who has changed his religion. Sounds like you don't believe that hadith. Are you a Sunni or not? A Sunni is supposed to follow the Sunnah, true? Please explore a bit more. Read Quran if you think I am lying. I read I read three different versions of it, just in case one has been changed or altered from its original meaning, or one Muslim who, or a translator is trying to do taqiyya, line for Islam. If we could chat more, it would be helpful to both of us. You can show me why not Islam, and I can show you why Islam. Well, why Islam? Um, uh, and anyway, we can make our chat faster and more efficient, where you can help me and I can help you. How? This is where we both are beneficent. What do you mean? Ramat Ramsey, you see, my friend, there are, there are, you see, my friend, um, there are no such things as alterations in Quran. And about Hadith, I am Muslim, and I don't care to be a Sunni or Shia. So you do or you don't believe in the Hadith, even if it's Sahih, sound authentic? Uh, yeah, you don't. Yeah, if it sound authentic. Yes, Quran says to follow Hadith oh, yet you don't. How come? That's the reason I follow it. Oh, you follow it, but you don't believe what it says, true? About you getting Sahih Hadith, Muhammad Papa saying to kill one who has, let's see here, has changed his religion, right? Um, um, yeah, yeah, right. Why don't you explore more where you'll find that Prophet Muhammad let an apostate live, which gives the message that it is not compulsory. Um, how come he let that one live, but made it sound like in order with the saying that is famous, kill him if he changes his faith. About hadith. Please, my friend, I believe you don't have any idea about Arabic. True. Which is why I read three different versions of the Quran at the same time, in case one version of the Quran is English. In English has been changed and altered by Muslims for a quote miserable price. That is like Shakir, Pickful, Yusuf Ali, quote write the Quran with their own hands, that sort of thing. In case they do something like that, even if you do, you don't have that deep of understanding that takes for hadiths. That's why Muhammad Swat has made Quran easy to understand. If it's so easy to understand, how come so many Muslims seem to keep on telling me that you have to study Arabic and the Hadith for a lifetime to know what the quote clear signs handed down Quran is talking about? How come? So unless you are an A++ scholar of Arabic itself, don't even bother to talk about Hadith. Did you know that you don't even need to have a D in English to know what the book that makes People the book is talking about? It's pretty clear in the book that Jesus went to die on the cross for the human race. You can be an idiot in both Greek and Hebrew to know this even. How come the Bible, before scriptures, can easily be translated and not something that says it's, quote, clear signs handed down? How come? Can we have a proper chat over Facebook? What's wrong about having it here? By the way, I think it's safer for you to have it here rather than comment make a comment thread anywhere on the internet, Facebook, YouTube, in case you screw up and one of your fellow Muslims feels you are out of Islam, he, and knows where you live, and says something like, in case you screw up and say, "Gee, I never thought of that," and it stays because here in where we're doing it around, it stays, and unless you're gonna put your comment on my videos when I make these into videos, you know, yeah, yeah. On Facebook, you say such a thing with me, and one of your uh, brothers might. I think you. Yeah. Yeah. You say that over there, and one of your brothers might know where you live to strike at your neck, to Allah Akbar your head off your shoulders and place it on your patootie. Believe me, you are far you are far safer in inbox with me than you are on Facebook. My advice to you: you quit posting comments on YouTube where Muslims can read your comments, and we only do inbox together. I've done this with Muslims before. I usually don't like doing inbox because the Muslim I'm talking with will tell others that I'm a liar in private messaging, but I have a feeling you won't do that. For your personal safety, if you if our conversation turns out fruitful, I'll change your name and post what we create in a different format, so no brother of yours will give you an evil eye of death at your mosque in case you accidentally screw up and say something like, "Why, I never thought of that," you know? So believe me, I feel it's better to do it this way and not go to Facebook. Yeah. You see, my friend, I never said, you see, my friend, I never said you need to be a plus scholar to understand Quran. In fact, it's very easy. But you see, there is hadith, on the other hand, that takes a plus scholar to understand it properly. So I follow Quran first, then hadith if I understand it. Is follow the same as believe to you? Then again, you have another scene where you have an apostate forgiven on words of shahaba, which confirms that it's not compulsory. Or does it say that in the Quran or the Hadith? A fool may have stated that you need whole life to understand Quran. Yeah, well, perhaps so. What? Yeah, he didn't. Now he didn't answer me. So then I go to this other one. I say, what's wrong about having it here? You know, in box instead of what he doesn't want to have it on face. He doesn't want to have it in thread form on the videos where people can read his words. So I say, what's wrong about having it here in Facebook? I mean, in box. By the way, I think it's safer for you to have it here rather than comment thread anywhere on the internet, Facebook, YouTube, in case you screw up and one of your fellow Muslims feels you are, quote, out of Islam. You screw up here and say, "Gee, I never thought of that," and it stays here without you worrying who might see it. On Facebook, you say such a thing, and you know something? Yeah, I've already said that, and I don't want to say it again here. So anyway, so it goes back here again. Then he says this. You see, this is what you're wrong, showing Islam as violent. Again, you don't believe he who changes his religion, Islam, kill him? Or do you believe that? My brother, Islam doesn't encourage killing of innocent humans or animals itself, let alone a Muslim. Oh, so you can be innocent and not Muslim? How can you be innocent if you aren't a Muslim. You said, how come he let one live? But made it sound like an order with the saying that is famous, kill him. This is the exact reason why I said, you don't even know Arabic, which will lead to misunderstanding. If so, then what does it really say? Does it say, he who changes his religion, Islam, kiss him? If not, what's it really say in Arabic? What's it really say? And he didn't answer me. So then another time I say, yeah, he didn't answer me. So another time I say this. Did you know that you don't even need to have a D in English to know what the book that makes People, the book, is talking about? It's pretty clear in the book that Jesus went to the cross to die for the human race. You can be an idiot in both Greek and Hebrew to know this. Even how come the Bible before scriptures can be easily... Yeah, I've got a question for you. How come the Bible before scriptures can easily be translated and not something that says it's, quote, clear signs handed down? How come? How come the Bible can be translated into all its different languages and be understood, but not the clear signs handed down Quran? How come? Brother, if only you mentioned about this earlier. Here I was having a hard time trying to an atheist who thinks that Islam is a violent religion. So in the end, you were trying to show that the Bible book, Christian people of the book are better. Where did I say they were better? Give me one verse where Bible, God, or Jesus says himself, unambiguous statement that he died for the human race. For God to love the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever should believe on him. In Hebrew, or even its translation, you'll find in Bible, Numbers, chapter 23, verse 19, God is not a man that he should lie, nor a son of man that he should change his mind. When God became a son of man, guess what? Sounds like he did change his mind in one part of the Injil that I'm aware of. Does he speak and then not act? Does he promise and not fulfill? Here itself proves that Jesus was not God. Really? How? You cannot even find a single unambiguous statement from Jesus that he mentioned, I am God, or worship me. True, he just said things that don't make sense if he isn't God. Before Abraham was, I am. If you see me, you've seen the Father. Yeah. If you see me, you've seen the Father. Yeah. I am my Father one. Why callest thou me good? No one is good except God, and Jesus was good. In fact, you'll find him saying in Bible, John chapter 10, verse 29, my Father who has given them to me is greater than all, and no one can seize out of the hand of my Father. Did you know that Jesus was, quote, made a little lower than the angels? I bet you feel Christians believe Jesus is still lower than the angels even after the resurrection, true? I am not the scholar here. So if you want, I'll provide links of debates between both scholars of Islam and Christianity. Oh, I watch them a lot. Do you ever watch them take on David Wood, Sam Shamoun, and Jay Smith? Jay Smith is the best because he studied Islam far longer than Wood, Shamoun, and others. But I bet Wood and Shamoun will soon surpass Brother Smith. Private chat in Facebook, maybe? And about Facebook, I actually meant a private chat where we can have spontaneous questions and answers. I actually prefer it this way, for it gives me time to research what you send me, which will be much faster and efficient. It's tempting to try something new, but when I do it this way, when I do it this way, it takes away a Muslim saying, quote, you're ignoring what I send you. For here, you will see that I'll be reading everything. I'll be reading everything you send me and commenting. By this I mean, if you say Christianity is better, then give it support, and I'll give support to Islam. Okay, well, shoot first. Why is Islam better than Christianity to you? And if you are able to convince me, or I able to convince you, then it will benefit both. Sounds good. So I'll let you go first. What is it that you like about Islam more than Christianity? Or since you claim not to be a Sunni or Shiite, what is it about your brand of Islam that you like more than about my Christianity? My Christianity is different from most Christians' Christianity, by the way. Okay, now December 30th, 2012 rolls by, and I say that he never answered me. He never answered me. So then I go to this. I say, oh, so you can be innocent and not Muslim. How can you be innocent if you aren't a Muslim? You see, you are stating that Islam is biased towards Muslim. What? You mean non-Muslims? Whereas we all know that there are thousands of namesake Muslims who are guilty, are to be punished the same. What do you mean? Islamic law doesn't change for the Muslims. It's the same. So, Muslims are seen as not innocent as well as non-Muslims? What do you mean? That is the sole example about equality in Islam. What, everyone's guilty, even Muslims? He never answered me. And he never answered me if you can still be innocent and not a Muslim. And you know something? I don't think he ever will. Anyway, so another time I say this. Okay, so if so, then what does it really say? Does it say, he who changes his faith, Islam, kiss him? If not, what's it really say in Arabic? This is where you should explore more. Try to read the context. And so, oops, I myself am not good at Arabic. What will you study? Translations are not always 100%. Which again is why both of us need to have 3 different versions of the Quran in English on hand. Don't you agree? They'll have one or some part missing. Right, so thank God for the internet. So you can use the other Qurans as backup in case some Muslim has, quote, written the Quran with his own hands for a, quote, miserable price. Don't you agree? Now we are talking about Quran, which is much easier to understand. Now, if you need to know the original, well, how? How, if you need to know the original Arabic? How? In Quran, you won't find this penalty of death for apostates. Are you sure? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. By the way, what would you do if you met an ex-Muslim who believed Jesus was the son of Allah and preached what the Injil says, which is that no one comes to God or the Father except through Jesus? If no video camera were around, to record you, and you could get away with it, what would you do to this ex-Muslim? Okay, I'll stop it here. Yeah, I'll stop it here and go for part 2.